Welcome everybody to a look at a brand new Radiance Films release, and it is 1966's Black Type Killers. So this is directed by Yashaharu Hasabi, who I've only seen one other film from before. It's called Massacre Gun. The rest of his filmography looks really rather quite exploitation heavy, to be honest. So might well not bother with much more of his films, but yeah, I am at least pleased that I got this one. So it's a spy spoof, clocking in at 87 minutes long. Stars Akira Kobayashi, who was in the likes of Violent Streets, and Chieko Matsubara, who was in Tokyo Drifter and Outlaw Gangster VIP. So Daisaiku Honda is a war photographer in Vietnam who meets Yuriko Sawanachi, a stewardess on his plane back to Japan. After drinking with her at a Tokyo bar, he becomes involved in saving Yuriko from assassination by stylish female ninjas, who apparently also use vinyl records as weapons, believe it or not. When trying to rescue Yuriko from kidnappers, Daiseko discovers a group of foreigners are hunting for a World War II era treasure hidden on an island by Yuriko's long dead father. So, if this plot to this odd mix of spy spoof and 60s pop culture, as there's a lot of go-go dancers, there's a score that really does feel like a 60s score, and the visuals itself really are quite eye-popping. This would have been a much more memorable effort. However, what is there is still well worth the watch. But despite this colourful exterior, this has at times has its darker moments, as numerous people get killed in this in quite violent ways at times, which does at times clash with how this looks in a rather unsatisfying manner. Basically, quite a bit of a tonal clash between the bright, colourful, 60s pop culture aspects with the, you know, swinging 60s score, while you also got a lot of people dying and, quite a dark ending in some regards as well. Although at least the two leads in some regards have a happier ending, but there is a dark aspect to this whole the film, which I don't want to really get into too much because I don't want to spoil it. But that said, the cast is good. The general look of the film is excellent, especially with some of the back projection elements. There's got a really rather nice like sunset back projection at one point, which looks really rather nice and colourful. It is well paced, the action scenes are fun, the production is solid, the score is great, it is overall engrossing, and it is never boring thanks to its lively plot. But yeah, it's just a shame that the plot itself doesn't have a great deal of depth to it. There are some predictable aspects to it as well, and characterization could do with a little bit more to it as well. But on the whole, yeah, it's quite a an engrossing effort that rarely slows down for anything, to be honest, and that does at least help make it lively and, like I said, never boring. So yeah, with Radiance Films releases, as per usual, we get a printed disc, black disc go along with a black Type Killers title, and then we got reversible artwork as well, quite Bond-esque in that regard, kind of looks like George Lazenby maybe, if you squinted from far enough away. And yeah, we also get a booklet as well. That's one of the Black Type Killers. That's one of them as well. We're getting one of their knives out. So inside we've got your cast and your crew. Then we've got Yashaharu Asabe's and Black Type Killers from 2023 by Chris D. Then we get transfer notes and credits. So yeah, let's see what kind of transfer this has had. So it's transferred in high definition by Nikadatsu Corporation and supplied to Radiance Films as a high definition digital file. Additional restoration was carried out by Radiance Films in 2023, so to no doubt clean it up a little bit, but yeah, it's not had a film element restoration or anything like that. And in terms of extras on the disc, well, we've got, let's take a look. We've got a audio commentary by critic and author Jasper Sharp from 2023, archival interview with the director from year 2000, clocking in at 9 minutes long, trailer, and optional English subtitles. So yeah, not massively in-depth like we've seen with some other Radiance Films releases in terms of the extras, but the film itself is still well worth watching. It's not perfect by any means, but it's something at under 90 minutes long, and it's really well paced and lively. It doesn't waste your time, and yeah, like I said, it doesn't get boring at all, really, to be honest, because it's moving at such a pace that you really does take a while for you to grasp the fact that the plot isn't in that massively in depth. There isn't a huge amount of characterization, but as a spy spoof, as something that is just rollicking along with really rather fun action scenes, it is an enjoyable time. Just wish it had that characterization, had the plot, and had a bit less of a tonal whiplash at times. But still, well worth watching. Another really rather good release from Radiance Films. 3.5 out of 5. Far from my least favourite film that they've done. Enjoyed, well, not enjoyed. Watched far worse films that they've done so far. I say worse, but I've not rated any of theirs 3 or less, to be honest. But or less than 3. But yeah, there are ones out there that I've been a bit less sure about. But this was, on the whole, an enjoyable time. Nonetheless, sorry if you have seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, and I'll see you in the next one. So thanks for watching. Bye.